Hi, everybody. It's Linda G. coming to you from Northern California. And a lot of you were writing me, asking me how was my trip, which I came back yesterday. And I tell everybody, read my community page. If you ever want to know what's going on with me, I write more on my community page than Facebook or anything. That's where you can find out the 411. I'll brief it again real quick and then we'll get into some questions, but it was a nightmare. If it wasn't for, staying in the realm and being as calm as I could be, if it was my younger self, you would have seen me on the news. Okay, it was crazy. So we got early. We woke up. We had to meet the driver by 4:30. We got to LAX on time, no problem, first class. I bought these tickets May 23rd of 2023. And it's for the eclipse. My son had mapped out where we're going to go. We got the hotel, we got the car. And then, because we'd seen the one in 2017, like a lot of you guys were sending me pictures of the eclipse, and I appreciate it. Pictures don't do justice. What does justice is I was there. I felt it. I felt the dropping of the temperature and seeing the diamond and all that. So we were thinking we were flying into Austin. We were thinking anywhere from Waco to another place. We had all these down. So we get to LAX 8-something in the morning, 8:30. We're supposed to fly out of Delta to Austin around 10:30. We'd already picked our meals, first class for Austin, to and from. So we get a notice that you're delayed until, I can't remember what, 11-something, which is fine. We waited. Then we got another notice we were delayed till 2-something. Irritating, but I'll do it. I have an American Express Platinum for my business, and that gets you into the Sky Club. So I went up there with the kids. Fortunately, I had to pay for them $50 a piece. They ate $50 worth of food, trust me. So we were up there. You can plug in your cell phone. The couches are way more comfortable. And they got constant, you can have drinks, food, whatever you want. So we're comfortable and we're waiting. And then I get a notice that this is all maintenance issues, nothing to do with weather. They switched us to 5 o'clock. And they've also demoted us. We went from first class to Delta Comfort, which is a joke, by the way. And I said, that's it. Because it's 3 hours from LAX to Austin. And the reason I do first class, because first class is nice, especially when you're my age. But I have a spinal issue from working as a nurse. I got hurt when I was pregnant with Jake. And I baby my back. So those seats are easy to get in and out of, and it's much more comfortable. And so I also took my nephew, my son, and his girlfriend. Anyway, so we had our seats. We were really happy, and then they did that. And I said, nope, I'm not going to sit in a Delta Comfort, which does nothing to do with the comfortable seats. It gives you about 1 inch more leg room. So, and you're supposed to be appreciative of that. So we go up to the receptionist at the Delta Club. I said, I can't do this. This is ridiculous. And they only hold the car for so long. I think you have 12 hours or something. And if we don't have a car, we're screwed. If we even get in there, we don't have a car. Forget about it, because we need a car to be able to go catch the eclipse. So she switched me out, and all she could find to go back to the Bay Area was to San Francisco. We flew out of Oakland. Good thing we brought our carry-ons. We didn't check in any luggage, thank God. So we We got new tickets to fly out. I think it was 4 p.m. We just wanted to go home. We were done. And then she said, I said, what about a refund for the difference for the first class and for the trip home? Because today I would be coming home. And she said, you have to call customer service for that. I said, okay. So since I'm there wasting time, I called customer service. I got the BITCH from hell. Holy cow. So I gave her my information. I said, I'm calling about a refund for especially my flight coming from Austin back to California. And she's like, there's nothing here. The only thing I have here is your flight to San Francisco. That's the only flight on your, I said, I'm holding the paperwork. Here's the confirmation number. It's in my hand. The seats were assigned. We even picked our dinner. It's right here in my hand. And she was like, well, too bad. I'm sorry. The only thing in yours. So I get up, I go to the counter and I said, what is this, some sort of scam? Are you guys scamming? You're too big of an organization to be scamming people. What the hell are you doing? They were looking it up. They said, yeah, for some reason, all your, I said, oh my God, only to me. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the energy was, I wasn't supposed to be there. So they said, when you get home, you're going to have to sit down and write, you know. Well, I wrote you guys, I think on my way back or whatever. Or I think I even put it on Twitter, but thank goodness for my subscribers, because you guys were giving me all kinds of advice. You guys are so cool. And a lot of people were writing me saying, oh, how was the eclipse? It's like, does nobody look at my community page? If you need to know stuff about me, what I'm doing, who I'm dating, go to my community page. I write more on that than I do on my website. I don't write anything on my website or on Facebook or anything. You can get the 411. So somebody wrote me and gave me the name of a Cox. His last name was Cox, a Delta person, more in the upper echelon that I could deal with. Then someone else, God bless her, sent me, I posted it on my community channel, by the way, this woman that knows all the rules about aviation flying. And there was so much information, you guys. I posted it on my YouTube so you could see it too. If they even overbook and they try to bump you, they have to pay you 3 times the amount. Even if they rebook you on their dime, they have to pay you 3 times the amount, depending on the hours you had to wait. It's really cool. But anyway, she did, this gal did a little video with Pete Buttgieg. She says, my flight got canceled. He said, are you saying your flight got canceled? I said, oh my God, it's Pete. And he said, there's all kinds of rules now, because remember they changed it up. People were getting, for any reason, somebody told me if as long as it wasn't weather related, even weather related, apparently, they're starting to get down on the airlines for just randomly overbooking and kicking people off. So it's called the Aviation Consumer Protection under the Department of Transportation in Washington, D.C. If you guys need addresses or anything, write me at grindle9103@gmail.com. I'll send you the info. Go to my community page. You don't have to, you just have to be a subscriber, I believe. And you don't have to be a member to catch these videos. So I like paper to pen rather than email, but since they delayed our flight going back to San Francisco 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. Then we sat on the tarmac for 22 minutes. You know, I thought Delta was a good airline. It was just one thing. It's just like, just wait for it. Just wait for it. So while I was sitting there, I wrote to that Cox guy at Delta. I said, do you have a minute? And I proceeded to tell him, but I didn't have my proof. I couldn't know a way I could send him all the documentation. So I wrote him, I just said, oh my God, I went through this 10 hours total at the airport, 10 hours. I MBO'd till the cows come home, and the universe wasn't going to help me. But the The saving grace is we didn't check luggage. We just carried a little bag because we were only going to be there one night. So the other thing, you know, like I said, I called customer service and the gal was so rude to me. In fact, they had the nerve to send me a little, how was your customer service person? Would you hire this person? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I would not hire this person. She was she didn't even think to even, she almost treated me like I must be lying. Well, no, it's not here, so it doesn't exist. She probably could have done more of a forensic look, or let me tell you, let me get your information, let's take a look. Nothing. There was no sympathy on her part whatsoever. So we're dragging to the gate to get out of there. By the way, I want to tell you, at the gate, I almost went Karen. I should have told my kids, get that cell phone, rest to go. Because when I went up there, I must have looked like, I said, if you get a cancellation or someone doesn't show for first class, could you possibly slide me in there? You have to be on a waiting list, and there's a lot of people before you. We can't just randomly ask. Oh, hell no. I was so tired. I just said, you know what? I am first class. I bought this ticket May 23rd, 2023, first class. And it was you, Delta, that canceled me 4 times and then bumped me out of first class. I said, so I am first class. And of course, they look down, they don't say nothing because, because, oh, watch out, 10th floor, watch out. But I calmed myself down because, I needed to get home. I didn't want to be chased off to jail. So anyway, so then we got back to San Francisco. But you guys told me to write I got it all done today. I got up this morning. I got all the proof. And by the way, if you go to my Delta account, everything's gone. Not even the flight going to San Francisco is there. It's all gone, nothing there. I did get a letter when I got boarded on the plane from customer service. Oh, due to a maintenance problem, we're so sorry that you went through this. They sent meal vouchers too, but we were just too upset. Whatever, keep your damn meal voucher. They sent me like a couple of thousand points, airline points. And then I see they gave me an e-ticket credit for $1,500. Hello, this was like $5,000. I don't know where they would have sent my sons and everybody. It was all on one card. It was on American Express. And I paid for it. So, because my kids would have never gone first class, but they're coming with mama. When they come with mama, they get to go first class. So I said, I wrote them back. I said, keep your mileage because I'll never do Delta again. And I said, and I'll be talking to the Aviation Consumer Protections at the Department of Transportation about this. You guys are out of your damn mind. And then I wrote that Mr. Cox and told him everything. And then let me give you another little tidbit. A friend of mine, she was trying to help. She said, go on Twitter for Delta customer service. Sometimes I know Southwest used to do this. Sometimes they get right on it, So I went on Twitter while I was waiting because it was 22 minutes on the tarmac. And all of a sudden I get this person it says Delta representative. Oh, we're so sorry about this. Send us your confirmation number and your phone number. We will look right into this. So I wrote back and I said, we're going on 10 hours. I'm waiting here. And she says, okay, well, I need your WhatsApp, or I don't know if WhatsApp has a phone, something to do with WhatsApp. And I said, WhatsApp? I said, no, I don't have WhatsApp. She goes, well, you need to go get WhatsApp. I said, no, I don't need to get WhatsApp. I'm not doing WhatsApp. I got a bad feeling about this. You must be a fraud. So then someone else wrote me, Delta, I think it was +1. It wasn't the Delta. I never heard from the actual Delta Twitter people. And they said, oh, we're so sorry. I said, someone just contacted me and said I needed a WhatsApp. No, if you talk to us, all we need is this. And then just a little later, she says, and you'll need to download WhatsApp. So I knew it was a fraud. I said, once again, it's a fraud. So I went up to the Delta people, customer service. I said, can I ask you a quick question? Do you guys ask for WhatsApp? They go, no, absolutely not. So I said, well, I've been frauded. And I also started getting phone numbers from the UK trying to call me. And then somebody called and left a message of jackass. So you know it's them because I protect my personal number. So yeah, so I got hit with that. So anyway, we got home and we watched yesterday the eclipse somewhat, because on TV it's not the same. And everybody's sending me pictures of the eclipse. Everybody's so eclipse, they're so happy. But where we were going, I think it's Fredericksburg was on the Weather Channel. It was pretty overcast. In fact, a couple of moments she said, oh, there it is, but it was brief, you know, so we wouldn't have really had a good view of it. So that's my story, you guys. Thanks for listening. It was hell. 10 hours on my back yesterday. All I could do is keep the heating pad on it and kind of lay flat, keep myself immobilized because it hurt so bad. But today I'm much better. I got up, got a shower, got that long letter done. I asked about how's Pete Buttgieg is doing. Please give him my personal number. No, I'm just kidding. He's so sweet. He's so smart. God, I hope he wins as president one day. Anyway, so long story short, I'll let you guys know. The post office is so cute. I was just down there and hardly had a line. So the universe seems to be working for me a little bit. And this sweet little tiny lady, she's like, gave her I just picked out what was there because I'm busy, you know, just give me a priority, you know, blah. She goes, this is going to cost you $54 per envelope. I sent a copy to Consumer Aviation, a copy to American Express, and a copy to Delta Customer Service. And I said, I don't care. She says, well, if you put it in this envelope, it's $30. I said, fine. But isn't that so sweet? They try, you know, they're not out to rip you off there. They want to save you some money. So I got everything sent off today for about $100. But what I wanted it was expedited and proof of service. That's what I wanted. I didn't even need a signature, just proof that they sent it there. So we'll see. So it's arriving there Thursday. So I'll let you guys know what I get. But according to that, if you look at my community page, according to Pete Buttgieg, they have to give you a refund, not an e-ticket. They have to give you a refund. And I don't know if why they're going to play my guess as, you know, no. And I want them to put it in my American Express account because that's where it was taken out. I'll use credits on American Express, but I don't want them to jam me up. Just send it straight to American Express. I called American Express this morning. They noted it in the thing and they said, let us know if you have any troubles, but they knew what I was talking about. You know, I paid for it. American Express, especially since I'm in the platinum, they're very good with, apparently, with travel. But I wanted to go through Department of Transportation. I also said if they need any personal interviews, let me know. Get the news cameras. Linda Grindle will be speaking to Congress. So I said to the sucker, you know, sucker, I said, I'm almost went Karen on that, you know. Oh my God, they'd be telling me to shut up in a New York minute. Anyway, okay, so I just wanted to tell you guys that little story. Thank you for listening. Thank you guys for your help. My God, you're fantastic. But whoever that guy was, Cox, nothing burger. Never heard from him. But be careful at talking. I will never try to do customer service again on Twitter because there's fraud there. Like with me, remember you guys say, somebody's asking me, saying, Linda, I don't have WhatsApp or something. It wasn't me doing that. I treated myself to Starbucks today on my way home so I could be buzzed through the whole night. Okay, I want to get down to some questions. the question, and listen, today on and off, I had the TV on while I'm typing and laying things out. Had all kinds of attachments. I charted and put in the attachments on there. I tried to be professional. And so I want to ask about this trial coming up. But on the news, they just keep going on about if he wins as president. He's not going to win. Donald J. Trump is not going to win as president. He's taking credit for Roe versus Wade. He might as well have just taken a rope because it's over for him. He doesn't realize women are. Did you see what they did with Arizona? Let's take a look at Arizona going back to that 1864. I think that's the date. Rule. So it must be a bunch of reputes working there. I also want to take a look at this trial coming up. Okay.
Lauren reads the fine print, so I don't have to. That's why I follow her.
Okay.
How can I help you? Hi, it looks like my flight has been canceled.
Sorry to interrupt, but I heard that your flight was canceled. Is that true?
Hey, Secretary Pete. Yeah, my flight was canceled due to bad weather, and I've decided not to travel.
Did you know that the U.S. Department of Transportation requires that you receive a full refund if the airline cancels your flight and you choose not to travel?
I actually do, and I'm entitled to a full refund no matter what the reason for the cancellation is, even if it's a non-refundable ticket.
Our department's Aviation Consumer Protection website is a great resource for passengers. Also, if an airline refuses to provide that refund you're entitled to, let us know because we can help.
Ugh, who taught you this?
Pete
Erica
taught me. She's a lawyer and reads the fine print, so I don't have to. That's why I follow her.
How can I help you?
Isn't that cute? I was grateful for that. And then if you look up more details, oh, my nephew's writing me now. He wanted to know how the weather was yesterday. Poor guy. He went to a trip to Germany and ended up being stuck in the airport for everywhere. It's really kind of taken my taste away for flying anywhere. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you guys also, I want to tell you also that my audio on the book is done. Thank you guys. It keeps selling. I don't know why, but it keeps selling. You can go to Amazon and just type in my name, Linda Grindle. But the audio's done, but Amazon won't let Tana upload the audio unless we got the ebook too. So someone had sent me that they know how to do this, and I'm going to find her because I'll even pay her to help with this because Tana's a little bit confused. But we got to get that ebook thing done. Okay. So, okay. And then I wanted to ask you guys. Okay, so the New York Manhattan trial. The appeals court just denied another Trump attempted delay. He's trying to sue the judge, Marchand, because his daughter works for some Democrat place. I'm sure this is supposed to be a Biden thing, but this has been on the books for a long time, even before Biden decided to run for office. So he's going up for 34 felonies. I think this is a done deal, but let me double check, okay? Let's take a look, see. He keeps throwing stuff at it. It's interesting. It's like throwing to see if it sticks, but it's not going to stick. Some appeals court judge just denied something with him and didn't even give him a reason why. Let me tell you something, and just food for thought. You know, judges are supposed to kind of be doing their own thing, but judges kind of stick up with other judges because, you know, he's really giving this judge a bad time, you know, talking about his family and being a jerk. And, you know, all the other judges see that. So I think Trump, you know, it's like when he threw that fit in the court. Remember he threw that fit and then he lost that case. I think it was the assault case. Yeah, he made a big scene and walked out. Oh, that didn't work with the jury. Didn't work at all. There was even a Trumpster in that jury that voted against him. Probably because they were turned off by the way he was hawing and carrying on. But don't forget my hit that I got that showed, to me, Trump I don't know what he does, but I see the judge asking the jury to come out of the courtroom. And then he gives Trump and his attorneys a what for. They might even say Trump's not allowed back in, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay, so tell me how the Allen Bragg case is gonna go. Now, the DOJ didn't pick up this case because of Cohen, because he was new, fresh with being a felon and stuff, so they didn't want Cohen as a witness, but Cohen's going to be a good witness. And also, don't forget, we got Hope Hicks, we got Trump's assistant in there. I think Cohen will look real good. I think he looked real good at the Congress when he was talking about what he knew. So let's see. Oh, and did I hear rumor right that Donald Trump has turned against Lindsey Graham? His only regret is telling everybody to vote for Lindsey Graham, because if I hadn't done that, he would have lost. Oh, really? Most people lose when you tell everyone to vote for them. Okay. Mr. Bruce, how is it gonna go? Let's just take a quick look, see if the records change at all. It's gonna get worse, is what I'm hearing. It's gonna get worse. You know how that judge just kicked that out? And didn't even really say a word about why. She just kicked it out. I guess he's even trying to change venue. I just feel like it's just the judges are done with him. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. This may be the only trial that gets in there before the election. It may be. They bring everything really well. It's going to come up really well. It's going to make Trump sick. He's going to be sick with worry. He almost knows that he's going to lose. He knows he's going to lose. He's desperately trying to get up money, but justice is served on him. Look at that. There might even be some sort of financial burden on him. There's going to be some sort of financial burden, but I want you to know justice wins. It might even lickety split. It might be done in 2 months, 2 months' time. Bada bing, bada boom. He will lose this case. He will lose this case. Okay, now. So we want to look at Arizona, where they ruled on the abortion. I want to see if that gets taken out. Just a quick refresh. Remember I told you guys that Jack Smith, after he gets Trump on the January 6th, which may happen right before the election or right after, he's not going to win, so it doesn't matter. He was going to go back. There's some sort of, don't quote me 100%, but like 200 people will be arrested for insurrection within the halls of Congress. So it's not just Congress, Senate, well, it's all the same, but a lot of people are in trouble because that Marjorie Taylor Greene is yapping and she's about ready to be in trouble. I'm going to tell you right now. Her and Josh Hawley and what's his name? Jim Jordan, Ted Cruz, Matt Gaetz. Johnson's in trouble too. Okay. But somebody had wrote that. I put it on my community page. So Arizona, about this new abortion thing, which was shocking. So I haven't looked at the makeup of that court, but obviously we know what it is. It's just like fodder. They're feeding Arizona fodder because trust me, it's not just women, it's men. Men don't like the idea of their daughters having to carry a baby from someone who assaulted them. They just don't like that. There's a lot of men out there that, and did you hear they just came out with some records, or somebody is talking about when his wife, the second one, got pregnant, his girlfriend. He said, so what are we going to do about it? And she says, well, I'm going to have the baby. It's wonderful. He said, yeah, right. But he would have paid for, I'm telling you, he's paid for, you know what? Okay. Will they be able to turn? Okay, so I just saw a huge crowd. I just saw a huge crowd. So this is kind of the whipping, the whipped cream on the sundae and the cherry on top, because this will bring people who maybe weren't even planning on voting. I see people coming out, the young people, women, men coming out and voting against any Republican that's going on. So don't worry about onion skin camera. What's her name? Carrie Lake. No chance now. Tell me about Arizona. Are they going to be able to turn that around? I just saw a dragon with fire. Yeah, women come forward. Women come forward and say, oh, hail to the no. See, look at this. This is like a lot of money being thrown at this to make sure that people go into this capital or whatever and get rid of this riffraff that's causing this inability to move forward, who's taking them back in time. See, that's the thing when Trump says it's because of me. He has no idea. This will get overturned, maybe even by this next summer. Yep, that's what there's Biden. There's Biden handing everybody a relief. So they're figuring this out. Okay, but it's going to, they're going to look real stupid right now. People are getting upset. They're almost like in disbelief this is happening. So they may, I don't know how their justices or their Supreme Court is picked, but I feel there's repercussions. I'll have to look that up, you guys. I'm sorry, I should have done it before I came on here. But I'll have to look that up. And then there was a big volcano in Sicily spewing lava. It's interesting. It wasn't all over the news, but I told you guys volcanic stuff is happening. Definitely happening. There's going to be more volcanic action. Also, there's going to be, remember, I think last year I told you it's going to be a tough year with hurricanes. And sometimes that can even be like a 2-year, 3-year span. I don't want to scare people. I just want you to know I do see hurricanes and I see be prepared. The thing is while we deal with these environmental things, we come together more as a nation, as a people. Like they were even saying this eclipse, people were all together during the eclipse and kind of getting along, and it was great because we all were able to be happy together, except me. Oh, I was so mad. But you know, like as I go to get mad, I said, okay, obviously there's a reason. Okay. So another one of my predictions came true in a way, which was tragic news, but according to Yaron Avramim on Channel 12 Israel News, Hamas has told the mediators that it does not have the 40 hostages in the humanitarian category that are still alive. Do you guys remember I told you that there's definitely, if they had that many hostages, which they did have that many, but if they were still with us, they would be negotiating and still trickling out people. I'm telling you, they're pretty much down to nothing. So it's going to cause some issues with the ceasefire. Now, Netanyahu is counting his days. I'm telling you right now, he's counting his days. And I'm sorry, Biden is going to have to totally take away giving them any more ammunition or anything. Give it to Ukraine. Okay, let's see what he does about Israel. Also, I got this thing. I thought it was so cool. Hold on, let me tell you. Today, there was a lot of storms in Texas, a lot of storms in the UK. I like this. The fact that the Capitol was overrun and sacked and there was no effort whatsoever to evacuate the president from DC to a secure remote location tells you all you need to know about who launched and directed the attack. He will pay for this. He will pay for this. Okay, now. Uh-oh, somebody just wrote me and said, what did you say? A friend of mine just sent me a link that's on Instagram saying breaking news. RFK Jr.'s New York State director revealed the campaign goal is to give Trump a win. But now they're finding out, RFK, that a vote for RFK is a vote for RFK is a vote for Trump. No, that's not what I said. She said, what did you say? I said that a vote for RFK takes away a vote from Trump. So that isn't the right thing. Sorry, you guys. I spoke too soon. Okay, so now I wanted to take a look, see. Just now on the news, Trump is saying Midas touch. He's saying that he's refusing to debate President Biden. If I was him, I wouldn't debate President Biden either, unless he submits to a drug test. Hell yeah, I would submit to a drug test and saying you do too. Let's see how much Adderall is in there. That is so funny. Okay, and that, oh my God. So they're saying that Lindsey Graham will probably be indicted too. Okay. Oh, I want to ask about the bond. Apparently the ones who did the bond for Trump, it's not gonna fly. There'll be a hearing on it, but it's not gonna fly. I kept seeing Leticia James going in and digging in on his stuff. So let's check it out. Tell me about the bond for Trump. Ooh, he's mad. So funny how he calls everything Biden. He blames Biden for everything. Biden is doing cocaine. Oh my God, these people are crazy. You know, he always likes to put out what he's doing. Pretty much everything he says is the truth about what he does. Tell me about Leticia James and Trump not coming up with the bond. The 178 million. Ooh, yeah. They're going to say, no go, sucker. He's desperately trying to find money even right now as we speak. Yeah, big time disappointment for him. They're going to go back. They're going to go back. That, I mean, like back into his whatever he owns and take away some stuff. Because look, he's crying in his hands. 5 of Cups, disappointment. Very upset. Plus he has the 9 of Swords, and he has the 5 of Pentacles. He knows what it's like to be broke, and that's what he's looking at now. If he couldn't live off the people, that's why he keeps pushing to go to jail, because he wants to go to jail. He wants to have more people be so outrageously upset that the president, ex-president, is in jail that they march in the streets. Yeah. Like somebody says, we're going to do a civil war. Yeah. Yeah. Get out your tanks and your jets, your war jets. Because I don't know if you know this, but muskets aren't the thing now. Okay. I also wanted you to know that during that Arizona thing that happened where they said that, and by the way, I got a little quick look at the judges that looks like it's all white judges, decide no abortion. While they were doing that, Youngkin went in there and got rid of being able to have birth control. Can you believe it? He got rid of birth control. What the heck? Now you got people going to stand up and say something now. Let me tell you, I can't wait till the voting happens because it's going to be just anybody that's Republican is a goner. I don't know. Oh, by the way, Carrie Lake, her petition to the Supreme Court was kicked off. Maybe some of you know this, but I just want you to know the Supreme Court said, nah, negative. So, the other thing, why they're so desperate for Trump to be president is because, even Johnson, is because they're all in trouble. The seditionists are in trouble, so they need the master to come in and forgive all of them. That's part of it, because they know he's cray-cray, and they just put up with it. They put up with it because they need a reprieve. They need him to say, yeah, you're all forgiven. So, but it's not going to happen. I'm telling you, you're going to see a lot of people, the rats jumping from the ship. Ahoy, ahoy. Well, it'll take us a little bit to calm down again, but it'll finally come together. And don't forget, they're even saying on the news, the worst hurricane season, you can't always trust it, but we're going to put out although the most benevolent outcome didn't work for me the other day, sitting in that airport for 10 hours. But you know what? There's usually a reason. If I wasn't supposed to go, that maybe they saved us from something. And as it was, on the Weather Channel, the town that was right next to the one we were going to, they were totally encased in clouds. So anyway, what a waste of time. But because of this, I filed these huge reports. Maybe I'll be on the news, you guys. Maybe Rachel Maddow will have to interview me about this. What do you think? You think she'll interview me? I'll be up there. Yes, Rachel. Thank you very much. So anyways, here's my story. Okay, you guys, I'm going to let you go. I feel so much better. I rescheduled all my readings, even for tomorrow, because I knew I'd come in today and I'd be too tired, but I was able to catch my 2 people today, and I'm going to catch my people tomorrow. I'm back on schedule. Okay? I love you all. And if anybody got to see Curb Your Enthusiasm, that last one was hysterical. Now I'm going to start from episode 1. I didn't watch a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm. You have to acquire a little taste because they can be kind of rude. But I got to tell you, this last one was hysterical. It was with Seinfeld was on there. Bruce Springsteen's been on there. It's cool. Okay, you guys, love you all. Take care. Ciao.